If you absolutely hate email drip campaigns, then why use them? Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. If you are absolutely averse to putting people on email drip campaigns, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. I've been getting some feedback from agents that, the automation is fantastic. I love the fact that we can get instant notifications when we have a new lead. However, outside of that first email, I would much rather do the follow-up myself. I don't want to put somebody on a drip campaign. I don't want them to get automated emails or text or voicemail. I want them to hear from me personally. Now, there's two mindsets within the, hey, let's not do email drips or putting on people on drip campaigns altogether. That's, I just need a notification that I have a new lead, very much like Zillow, where you get a notification, or from Trulia, where you get a new notification that there's a new lead. There's that mindset, just a simple, like, hey, you have a new lead, a heads up, if you will. And then there are those people in the camp of, hey, deliver what I promised them as a lead magnet, whether that was a safe search, a cheat sheet, a market report, a rough CMA from Cloud CMA. Hey, deliver that, but I would much rather do the outreach myself. So you have those people that, hey, I just want a notification, and those people that want the first lead magnet, the deliverance of the lead magnet, and then they'll reach out. So they're not getting autoresponders like which LionDesk has. They're not getting autoresponders just from the email perspective, like Constant Contact, iContact, MailChimp, and those types of services. So they just want something that'll work, very functional. And if you've been following this channel for a bit, you know that I'm a big proponent of Clickfunnels. So I wanted to just attack that. There's other videos that show you how to do email drip campaigns and putting them in sequences. But if you want to just stay on this platform and just get the notifications every time a new lead comes in, then there's an option for that. So we're going to look at Clickfunnels, and we're going to look at Zapier, and we're going to have notifications be sent to you, as well as see how to send people the lead magnet just with these two platforms and a free platform, which is Gmail. So Clickfunnels has a cost. Zapier, if you're getting a substantive amount of leads, then you will have to purchase up to their actual paid plan. I don't know the cost per se, so I got the yearly plan, so the price is changing all the time, so that's better you investing some time and research in the price. And then we're going to look at Gmail, how to get the notifications. So let's jump in. This is a landing page that I'm feeding traffic into right now. I have a few Facebook campaigns that are driving traffic to this home seller's cheat sheet in the Arlington area. So here in the Metroplex, not the Virginia, Arlington. And then you have Zapier. Now, Zapier is a connectivity tool that really bridges a connection between a certain software to another software. So you'll see the different types of integrations. You'll see that I already have a few, but if you're wanting some of like Google Sheets speaking to Slack, or Twitter speaking with Gmail, Facebook speaking to Gmail, which is what we're doing, you just have an endless amount of connections, which is a huge tool. So if you click on Facebook, you see the different types of integrations that you can do. Now you have Facebook to Gmail, which is the integration we're going to do, Facebook to MailChimp, Facebook to HubSpot, Facebook to ActiveCampaign, and several others. Let's scroll down. So you'll see that a majority of these are Facebook connecting to either a CRM or an email autoresponder. You'll see that quite a bit. But that's essentially what Zapier is. And we're going to make a Zap. Again, what we're trying to do is get a hold of the landing page that we created on Clickfunnels. And every time somebody submits their name, email, and phone number, essentially becomes a lead, we want to get either a notification or we want to deliver on the asset or the lead magnet that we promised the client. So we promised the person that has submitted their information in exchange for our lead magnet. So again, those are two functionalities that are outside of the ClickFunnels account and Zapier account. Again, if you have a substantive amount of leads, those are the only expenses that we're talking about, and we're not even talking about an email autoresponder or a CRM because you don't need them. Now, every time you get a lead right now on ClickFunnels, you would go to contacts and that's where they're at. So you don't get a notification from ClickFunnels per se. Actually, you just don't unless you level up within their system. So a common frustration from some real estate agents is, or anybody that's using the platform, is every time I get a new lead, I don't know that I got one. So that's why it's important to do this. Let's go to ClickFunnels. Every time we get a new contact, we want, well, we're going to test our connectivity. In reality, once you get a Zapier account, you only need to do this once, so you don't have to continue. You can click test, and you don't have to create different accounts. Just for whatever reason, I ended up creating several, probably for lack of knowledge. And now what you're looking for is the funnel that you want the notifications to come from, or where people are going to be inputting their information in exchange for the lead magnet. For this example, I'm going to go to that landing page or that funnel that we were talking about here. And then it's going to look within that funnel, the steps. And where I'm asking for the name, email, and phone number happens to be on this opt-in, the first page. And so that's where we're going to look. Now you can pull it in samples or you can skip this step. This particular funnel, I just created it. So I'm just going to skip the steps and it's going to pull in a dummy one. So we're going to continue. Now, you're connected to ClickFunnels at this point. So what you're going to do at this point is set an action. Now that you're connected, once a lead comes in, what do you want me to do is essentially the question. And for you to get notifications or for you to actually deliver on your lead magnet, all you need is a Gmail account, and these are free, so there's no additional cost. And you can see the options at this point. You can create a draft to where as soon as a lead comes in, you can create a draft that automatically gets put into your email, into your Gmail, so you could look at it and then manually send it yourself if you're one of the folks that, hey, I don't want to get it fully automated. I don't want to get a fully automatic response. I would much rather vet it first and then press send myself. Or if you wanted to send an automated email right off the bat as soon as the lead comes in, you have that option. Now, we're going to use this option for both of the scenarios that I mentioned earlier in the video. One, to get notifications for us, essentially every time a lead comes in, hey, just send me an email, just let me know that a lead came in. Or two, if you're going to deliver on the lead magnet that you promised them, in this example, the home seller cheat sheet, then go ahead and send them that email, and you've delivered on that. You've delivered on that promise, but copy me on that. So essentially, so you know that the lead has already been contacted, and you get that notification that it actually happened. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to go to send email. we're going to go to the email that I want it to come from. I'm going to click test just for fun, because very rarely will it say error, and when it says error, it means because I lost internet connection. All right, so this is where we're setting up our email. Now again, keep in mind, the new contact has already come in, the new lead has already come in. Now is the decision point. Do you want just a notification that the lead came in, or do you want to go ahead and deliver on that lead magnet and be copied on it, essentially being notified, so that way you know that there's a lead. You don't have to log into your Funnels account or your Clickfunnels account and be notified that way. So it's more instantaneous than checking in your landing page and your funnel every single hour. For our purposes, we are going to just get an email. I just want to get an email, and the reason for that is because I've already connected this landing page to my CRM, which is LionDesk. And there's another video on how to do that, how to get the email sequences. But for my audience and the feedback that I've been getting of, hey, I just want a notification, we're creating this. So I don't need to deliver on the lead magnet because it's already being delivered via the LionDesk, via my LionDesk CRM. So I just want a simple email notification. All right. Okay, so when you go to who will this email be sent to? When you click here, if you were gonna deliver on your promise, you would select right here. This is that test. This is the dummy information that came in via the landing page. So this is going to be an active field, a live field that will go out every time a new lead comes in. So essentially you're emailing the lead, the email that they provided, that's who you're emailing. For my purposes, I'm going to override that, and I'm just going to send it to myself. So this is not live, this is actually static. I'm not coming over here and inserting a field that's actually live. I'm providing this information that's static because I just want that notification. Now, let me repeat, and I know I'm repeating myself quite a bit, but it's important that this lands. If you were going to deliver the lead magnet or whatever you promised that lead, then you would select the email information over here, or the email field. So just keep that in mind. So I'm speaking about two different things, so I'm trying to be as very concise and very deliberate with my language, because I do want you to see both demos with just this one video. Now, if you were sending it to an actual lead that came in, you do want to copy yourself or blind copy yourself. And this is where you would take that and put it on the CC or on the blind carbon copy. You can select where you want it to come from, which I want it to come from my actual email. So again, if I was emailing somebody, I want them to see my email, which is fine. And then from the name, and I would put Realtor. If you wanted them to reply to a different email, for example, if you were sending it out of info@echorealadvisors.com, then if you wanted the reply to, then that's where you would put if you wanted a separate reply to, that's where you would put the jresendez@echorealadvisors.com. And then the subject, you can pull in a field from here if you just wanted to put the name, or if you wanted to put, really, based on what I'm asking on the landing page, it doesn't even make sense for me to put something on the subject line from a live field, so I would override it if I was sending it to somebody. But for my purposes, since I know that it's coming just to me as a notification, I would put in the subject line Arlington lead, so it calls out my attention Every time I'm scrolling through my emails, as I see a Arlington lead, then I know I need to prioritize that, because urgency, a sense of urgency, is very important when you're reaching out to your leads, as we all know. So Arlington lead, home seller cheat sheet. And the reason I put home seller cheat sheet is because since I'm running so many campaigns, I want to know, hey, what did I deliver? If I delivered a CMA, a comparative market analysis, then I want to go down that talk track. I know that that's a different type of seller. I know that somebody that requested a home seller cheat sheet, that's a different type of seller. I know somebody that requested the market information or anything else like that, they're different, and I want to be sure I'm as educated as quickly as possible among all my campaigns, so I'm up to date and I don't need to go and look at my Facebook campaign and see what ad I ran, or go to my Clickfunnels account and see, hey, what landing page did this come from? I'm calling it out right on the subject line. Okay, so on the body type, I would suggest using plain all of the time. I just would. It helps you with your deliverability. Every time you go HTML, I find it to be less. I find the delivery is a bit more affected. So I just go with plain all of the time. And then body required. If you were delivering your lead magnet or whatever you promised in this email, you would fill this out with more substance, essentially calling out the first name, which you can do. Oh, that's not right. You would call out the first name, and then you could do, hope you are well. Here is your, in blank and blank. Now, again, that's if you were actually delivering on your lead magnet via this route. But considering that I am not doing that, I'm just using this more for notification purpose. I'm sending it to myself. So all I want are the live fields, which I'm asking for the full name, phone number, and email. So that's what I'm going to request in the body, so I know what the contact information is to be able to reach out to them as quickly as possible. So I've asked for the full name, I've asked for the email, and I've asked for the phone number to be included in the body, so I can quickly just click through the email and click on the phone number and be dialing and reaching out to the individual that requested the information. And if I'm not able to get a hold of them, then I can send them a quick message, a text message, letting them know why I was reaching out. And you can put them in different folders as soon as it comes in. I'm not going to do that. I just want it to come to my general inbox. This is where you would attach everything that you were doing. Everything that you offered. So if you're going on ClickFunnels, there is an asset capability, so digital assets. You can create a digital asset, and then you would get the link, which for this example, you get the link there, and then you would just attach it here. So that's one way of doing it. Or if you have a Gmail account, then you can go on your Google Docs, and then, so once you get your Google Docs, then you can create a digital path for it, save it online, and make sure that that file is shareable with the public, not just people in your domain, and you can share it that way. So that's how you can actually put attachments to your emails. But for the sake of this example, since I'm not delivering anything, I'm just giving myself a notification, I'm not going to do that. You can actually attach a file as well, but again, for our purposes for this video, it's serving more of a notification for me than anything else. We're going to click continue. send test to Gmail. A test was sent to Gmail in about 1 minute. Typically it happens quicker, so I'm going to log into I'm going to check on my email real quick. I'm not sure if you're able to see that, but I hope you're able to see that. You have Arlington lead, home seller cheat sheet, first name, last name, the email, and then the phone number. So this is how it would come into my inbox. I just click on the phone number and I'm off and running. And it would work very much the same way if somebody were to submit their information and you're actually delivering on that lead magnet. You just blind copy yourself or copy yourself, so you have their at least you have notification that they've submitted their information. All right, now we got to name our Zap. Arlington lead home seller cheat sheet. Then Clickfunnel email. So in my naming convention, what I like to do is put Arlington lead, essentially calling out the area, the geography where I'm at, what I promised to deliver and what I delivered, and then the type of connection that I did, which is a Clickfunnel to email integration. I turn my Zap on. You can go over to your dashboard and you see it right there. So again, you don't have to make it fully automated. You don't have to drop people into email drip campaigns if you don't want to. The simple functionality of having it on Clickfunnels and it be delivered to your email is all you need as a notification or just to deliver on your lead magnet. Then you're off and running. And that's all you need. So again, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out, like, comment, subscribe, share with any other real estate agents that need to see this, and I'll see you in the next video.